Hi, thanks for viewing my channel. I'm G, and in this fast-paced standard barber tutorial, I hope to assist you guys in the development of your skills to a professional standard. So, without further ado, Southern Celebrities presents Art in Motion. Envisioning is the process of picturing or visualizing in your mind the finished cut and style based on what the client has told you. With the information gained through the consultation, the barber is better able to visualize the client's expectations of the haircutting service. It is essential to achieve the understanding before beginning the haircut, which will enable you to eliminate any guesswork in the style to be performed. The facial shape of each individual is determined by the position and prominence of the facial bones. There are 7 general facial shapes. In order to recognize each shape and give correct advice, the barber should be acquainted with the outstanding characteristics of each type. With this information, the barber can suggest a haircut and style that complements the facial shape in much the same way that certain clothes flatter the body. The following facial shapes should constitute a guide for choosing an appropriate style.
Triangular face has a large jawline, smaller cheekbones, and the smallest forehead. Round face cheekbones and face length have a similar measurement. Square face, all measurements are fairly similar. The angle of the jaw is sharp. Oblong face length is largest. Forehead, cheekbones, and jawline are similar in size. Pear shape has a wide jawline and narrow forehead. Diamond face has wide cheekbones and narrow jawline and chin. The oval-shaped face length is longer than the width of the cheekbones, and forehead is larger than the jawline.
Always be aware of the client's profile since it can influence the appropriateness of the haircut or style.
Concave profiles consist of a prominent forehead and chin.
Angular profiles has a sloping forehead and the chin tends to jut.
Straight profiles tend to be the most balanced and usually wear any hairstyle successfully. Convex profiles usually require some balance. It has a sloping forehead, however, a beard or goatee minimizes the receding chin.
In order to create consistent and successful results in haircutting, it is important to understand the shape of the head.
Hair responds differently to different areas of the head because of the curves and changes from one section to the next. The ability to visualize these sections will assist you guys in the development of individual cutting patterns, help to eliminate technical mistakes, reduce confusion during the haircutting process, and facilitate easier checking of the final result. When designing and cutting hair, the barber should envision the sections as depicted. These sections include the front, top, temporal, crown, sides, sideburns, back, and nape. The temporal section is part of the parietal ridge, which is also known as the crest, horseshoe, or head bending region of the head.
Okay guys, that will end our client consultation and start the cut. But first, we must choose our first precision tool. I will begin by saying that adjustable clippers are versatile tools that can be used in several ways to produce a variety of haircuts, textures, and styles. These examples are only a few of a large catalog consisting of both cord and cordless brands. As highlighted, the Wahl Senior Cordless 100-year anniversary edition will be our clipper of choice. This clipper here comes in an all-metal housing, heavy-duty, high-impact, vintage look and feel. This precision tool is like a brush to an artist. It literally allows you to perform art in motion.
Cutting against the grain means cutting the hair in the opposite direction from which it grows. With the adjustable blade fully up at 1 millimeter, we will begin cutting the hair in the lower regions against the grain. Cutting with the grain means the cutting is performed in the same direction in which the hair grows. Adjust the lever fully down at 3 millimeters and begin downward strokes. And step 3, which is our final steps for this session. Adjust the lever to midpoint at about 2 millimeters. Begin the upward strokes and blend the line.
Repeat these 3 fundamental steps as much as needed until you notice a full blend.
This type of fade can be done in 3 easy steps, due to the highest point of the hair and the lowest point of the hair only being a 2mm difference. Repeat the same process with lever fully up at 1mm going against the grain, and lever fully down at 3mm going with the grain. Next, adjust the lever to midpoint at 2mm against the grain till you notice the blend.
It is worth mentioning in this next step that an outline can be drawn by any non-toxic pencils such as graphite, charcoal, or wax-based color pencils. This allows you to see your edge before actually applying the trimmer, which minimizes mistakes. At this stage, it's all lines and angles. A line is simply a series of connected dots that result in a continuous mark. Straight and curved lines are used in haircutting. The 3 types of straight lines used in haircutting are horizontal, vertical, and diagonal lines. An angle is the space between 2 lines or surfaces that intersect at a given point. Angles help to create strong, consistent foundations in haircutting. Now that we have drawn our outline, we will now apply our third precision instrument. Let us take a look at a few options. I will begin by stating that trimmers are versatile tools that can be used in several ways, such as edging, dry shaving, or designs. As highlighted, the DeWalt 5-star Detailers will be our trimmer of choice. This one here, it may be one of your barber's favorite precision trimmer. Here it is, guys. DeWalt 5-star Detailers. This tool is designed for extremely close trimming, creating crisp, clean lines, facial hair detailing and design, and detailed hair tattooing. It is equipped with a T-blade 1/4 wider than a standard wall T-blade. The extended blade cutting area produces faster cutting results convenient for both you and your clients. It is all in the details with this precision barber trimmer. It's obvious that I'm impressed by the precision put in these tools. To summarize it in only one word, amazing. And I'm sure some of you have had that same reaction. But guys, listen real close, you have to catch this. Having your blade zero gap will assist in achieving those clean lines. Zero gap means that the moving blade and the stationary blade are flush with each other. The gap between the threads of the blade can be as low as 0.2mm. This gives a really close cut, but you have to be careful you do not cut your clients. Trimming your outline requires a steady hand and consistent use of the comb. Use your comb to gather all hairs that extend beyond your outline to be trimmed. Very few individuals have perfectly symmetrical face shapes, so barbers are usually challenged to create an illusion of symmetry. Our next precision instrument represents a modern addition to an ancient craft. I will begin by stating that an air compressor is a pneumatic device that converts power into potential energy by storing it in pressurized air. As highlighted, this unbranded 1/3 horsepower piston-tight twin-cylinder compressor is powerful with stable performance. These air compressors possess high working efficiency and low noise, which enables you to create amazing, clean designs and styles. Air compressor sprayers uses many different feed options, of which there are 3 categories. Side feed provides maximum visibility using various cups or bottles. Siphon feed is used with multiple bottles and larger volumes of spray material. Gravity feed is one of the more popular feed styles that uses very little paint to operate. As highlighted, the spray of choice is the Iwata Neo TRN1. The benefits of the Neo trigger airbrushes working with low air pressures are minimal overspray, precise control, detailed spraying, fine atomization, and affordability. This is not any ordinary .35mm trigger airbrush. Dual action airbrushes enable the simultaneous adjustment of both air and color at the trigger, by allowing the user to actuate air by depressing the trigger and simultaneously adjust color by sliding the trigger back and forth. This allows for greater spray control and enables a wider variety of artistic effects. Which now brings us to our final precision instrument. I will begin by stating that razors are the sharpest and closest cutting tools. They're categorized in 3 groups: straight razor, safety razor, and electro razor. As highlighted, straight razor is the ideal choice. There are 2 types of straight razors. The first is the conventional straight razor, and the structural parts are as follows: point, toe, blade, spine, shoulder, shank, tang, heel, and handle. Blades are available for both, with a square point, round point, or a combination, one in round and the other in square, as listed here at 1 being square or spike, 2 barber's notch or hollow, 3 Spanish, 4 round, and 5 French or Irish. The conventional straight razor requires honing for sharpening and stroking for smoothing to maintain its cutting edge. Next, the Chevette, or interchangeable blade straight razor. It shares all the parts as a conventional straight razor. It is the most popular since it eliminates honing and stroking, which saves time. It is usually lighter, and guys, it offers disposable blades, which is a benefit in the maintenance of the sanitation standards in the barbershop. I would advise to try a variety of razors to determine the most comfortable styles for your use. The first step in performing a professional shave is to master the fundamentals of handling a razor. This includes learning to open and close the razor without injury. To shave the face with ease and efficiency, the barber employs 4 standard positions and cutting strokes. The cutting stroke is the correct angle in cutting the beard with a straight razor. Each of the 4 standard shaving positions and strokes require consideration of the following. 1. When to use a particular shaving stroke. 2. How to hold the razor for a stroke. And 3. How to stroke the razor. Approach these fundamentals with caution, otherwise fatal accidents can occur. So, let's demonstrate. To master the correct hand and finger placement, razor control and cutting strokes will require practice. The holding positions and strokes that barbers often employ during the shaving service are the freehand, backhand, reverse freehand, and reverse backhand. Well guys, this is the look. We're now reached the end of our session. And if you really did enjoy this type of tutorial, be sure to hit the notification icon so you can view my latest posts. As a master barber, you will play a vital role in the lives of your clients. They will come to rely on you to provide ongoing services, enabling them to look and feel their best. If you are, or aspiring to be a barber, congratulations, you have chosen a career filled with unlimited potential, one that can take you in any direction and offer the possibility to make you a confident, successful professional.